Good afternoon. This is Rick Cerncy, Superintendent of Schools in Putnam County. We're coming back giving you an update on Hurricane Irma and some of the measures taking place in our county to prepare for this disaster. I want to take a minute and introduce Paul Flato. He's a battalion chief with the Putnam County Emergency Services, and he's going to provide some additional information that's going to be relevant to the next 24 hours. I do want to take a minute and review our shelter information that we talked about yesterday, and this is very important to know exactly what locations are available. Starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. we have a total of 6 emergency shelters that will be open. First of all, the special needs shelter that will be at Kelly Smith Elementary School is strictly for people who have been identified by the Putnam County Health Department, and that will be strictly a special needs shelter. If you have a pet and you need to shelter your pet, Aquila Elementary School will be the site for that. We have other general population shelters set up at Interlochen Elementary School, QI Roberts Junior Senior High School, Middleton Burney Elementary School, and Browning Pierce Elementary School. So again, if you have any questions about where those are, we will provide you a number you can call to request specific information. But those will not be open until 1 p.m. tomorrow, so please consider that time. Paul will be talking about some additional information about timing, about going to the shelter, but remember, the shelters are designed for people who do not have any other place to stay. If you have family or friends who have an area where you can go to that is not in a low-lying area, not a mobile home, not a flood-prone area, then try to do that first, but we do want to make sure everyone is safe. So with that said, Paul has some additional information that he's going to provide to you.
Mr. Cerncy, thank you very much for allowing us the opportunity to reach out to all your viewers and stuff. But what I wanted to take the time to do is go ahead and read the exact statement of what we want our citizens to be aware of. Putnam County strongly recommends residents that live in mobile homes, low-lying areas, areas prone to flooding, or areas that flooded during Hurricane Matthew, seek shelter with family, friends, or neighbors that do not live in a hazard area. Residents are encouraged to take shelter with family or friends and arrive at that destination location prior to dark on Saturday. Please remember that public shelters are to be used only when no other shelter options exist. So what does that mean? Like Mr. Cerncy said, if you have another place to go, a place that is on higher ground, that's a solid structure, closer to you, whether it's family or friends, we request that you go ahead and go there. You're going to be a lot more comfortable than if you went to a shelter. A shelter is basic needs. We're going to provide some water and some food, but everything else you're going to need to bring: medicines, sleeping bags, pillows, stuff to keep your kids entertained, music, earbuds and stuff. You're going to be cramped up with a lot of other people, so you will be more comfortable if you can seek shelter with a family or friend that's close in the area. Not to mention the driving. If you're trying to evacuate the area and go several hundred miles away, it's going to take you a while with the flooded roadways that we have with traffic. It's just really backed up a lot. So find shelter near you. If you can't, we have those shelters that Mr. Cerncy mentioned. And just remember, everybody's there to work together to get through this storm. Be nice, and we'll get through this.
And we are recommending that if you are going to take shelter, we're asking that you find the shelter prior to darkness on Saturday, because it's going to be pretty treacherous. The wind's going to start picking up. By Sunday morning, we should be experiencing tropical force wind, and we definitely want people off the road. And by that time, if you have not found a shelter, we do not recommend that you're on the road at that time. So Saturday's going to be an important day. If you're going to seek refuge, do so after 1 o'clock and before dark on Saturday.
Right. And remember, bring everything you're going to need. Your 72 hours of supplies, bring that with you. Don't wait.
So we're going to continue updates tomorrow. We'll try to have another update about this time of day. And we're going to put some phone numbers on the screen for you to call if you have questions about the evacuation process, about shelter locations or any other needs that you need to be in contact with someone, please call any of those numbers that are listed on the screen, and we have people here to help you. So once again, be safe. Make sure you have plans and preparations to weather this storm. It will be a significant event this weekend, and there's no doubt about it. Putnam County is going to feel the force of this storm in a big way. We'll also have electricity, a number of things that will be happening. Roads will be blocked. So now's the time to start acting to prepare for the worst. So this is Rick Cerncy with Paul Flato, and thank you for your time. Look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Thank you.